Good morning.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Today is just us two. As you can see, Kate's in the chat. She's at her friend's house. So she won't be here today.
There she is.
She's giving everyone the avocado.
And her crazy old French fry face.
Yep.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a nice start to your weekend. It's a start to summer vacation for you and I. Had to go into work yesterday, but I don't have to work today. So that's nice. And I don't have to go into work for a few days. That's always really nice. A little time off. Happy Father's Day weekend to all the dad. It's tomorrow. Yeah, so happy Father's Day weekend to all of you dads out there. I know there's a ton. Here in particular, we've got one in our community celebrating. I know that the Bearded Comic Bros doing family stuff this weekend, so happy Father's Day to you, Greg. We got some friends in the chat, of course. We wanted to say hello to Ruben Guzman. And we said hello to Kate, who is hanging out with her friend this morning. We got Burning Blockade in the chat.
All the way in Kansas.
He's in Kansas helping out with his sister's book tour, and they're in the Midwest there. So hello to you and to Cade, Rena, and Sharon. I'm sure that there's a little crew hanging out there.
Yeah, the crewmates.
This is true. So it's just Charlie and I. We got a lot of little things to talk about. A bunch of huge comic books came out this week. Some really big stories, big events. So some big things to talk about for sure. Thank you very much, Gore, and same to you.
Oh, I hope.
And Ariel's here. Good morning, Ariel. I hope you're doing well.
I'm trying to get Jennifer Comics to Break Your Heart because I really want to eat my bagel.
Why don't you have half of it and then wait?
Because otherwise,
she might. But what if she's busy? You don't want to you're not going to starve, right? KK is here. What is up, KK? And happy Father's Day to my dad. We're going to be hanging out with him tonight. Or I should say we, meaning my brothers and my sister and I will be hanging out with my dad tonight.
Not me. So
hope to see you soon here, Dad. Happy Father's Day weekend to you. So we got a lot of things to be talking about. Can I ask a question of the chat and of Charlie as well? Who is the best dad in comic books? Just think about it. Who is the best father in all of comic books? Just thought about this the other day. I was like, the best dads, right? The people who are being good parents in the comic book world.
I mean, I can think of the worst.
There's lots of bad ones, obviously. Ego, the living planet in the movies, sure. Barry Allen's dad. That's a good one, Cade. He is a pretty good dad. CFAP is here. What is up? Comics for all people.
Oh, I know.
We got Just a Rican and his comics. What is up? Second Street Marvel.
I know I'm going to think of more, but...
My dad is, if you had a comic... There you go. If your dad was in a comic book.
I would say that, but... Well, technically you are.
Hey, look. Jennifer's here. Yay. Bagels are on. Good to see you, Jennifer, talking about great parents in comics, great dads particularly.
Okay.
Jonathan Kent, maybe?
But I had a different person. I had that Bill, so he's not technically his dad, but because something happened with his parents, he is his dad.
Yeah, there's Jor-El, and then there's Jonathan.
I have one from DC and one from Marvel. My Marvel one is Uncle Ben.
Oh, and Kate says the same thing. Boom, Ben Parker.
He is the best. He's so kind.
Right.
And then there's Alfred.
Sorry, where is it?
Because when Bruce Wayne's parents died, Alfred basically took him in, and he was the best parent.
Alfred is a great dad. That's a good one. Here's another great dad. We got Comic Man Andy in the comic dojo. We're talking about Father's Day and Father's Day weekend. What are your favorite dads in comic books, right? There you go. Ariel agrees with you and Kate. And I hope you're having a good weekend, my man. The comic book dojo. Is that what he's probably laughing about? It's funny. I like the way he says it. Hello, Sharon. Happy book tour weekend for you and Rena. I'm sure you're swamped. Oh, yes. Thank you, Sharon. So I was trying to think of other great dads. It's a tricky slope because the longer a character's been in comics, the more likely they've had some bad dad moments, right?
Reed Richards?
Yeah, like Reed Richards comes and goes. I think Sue Storm is a way better mom than Reed Richards is a dad.
Amazing
That's kind of the way I view that family. I mean, Bruce Wayne raises a ton of boys to be good adults, but at the same time, he puts them in very risky, dangerous positions. He literally
almost kills,
right?
Like Dick Grayson. And
he puts them all in incredibly dangerous situations, teaches them how to protect themselves.
In Robin Year One, Dick Grayson literally almost dies. If Two-Face had kept hitting him for 2 more minutes, he would have been dead.
So Jason, the Southern Comic Geek, what's up?
He kills I don't know his name, Jason. He kills Jason Todd.
He doesn't kill Jason Todd, but Jason dies while being Robin for Batman. Yeah, I agree. Rena says she's on her way to a signing, so have a successful signing today, young author Rena.
And big way. But also because
thank you for the super chat, Jason.
There's Damien.
Yes.
Where he literally hurts him, so his neck hurts, and then Dahlia gets him a neck brace. There's actually something in the neck brace that controls him and lets him move around.
I don't remember that story.
It's in the Batman Dad one where.
I got it. Well, that's the one with Tim Drake. Yeah. Okay. Let me play this.
He still raises him.
This is for you, Jason. Me partying. So, yeah, I mean, Bruce Wayne is a father figure, but is he a great dad? What about Superman to Jonathan? Is Superman a good dad to little Jonathan, Superboy?
Yeah, but
that's an interesting question, right?
It's hard to do because there's
PJ. We're trying to pick our favorite dads in comic books.
There's Damien, who's basically he's free to basically do whatever he wants.
Right.
But then Jonathan can't do that. So I feel like if Jonathan had more time out in the night, he'd be able to help people more. I mean, he is kinder to people.
Right.
But it also makes him more vulnerable. In fighting.
I do feel like he's become something of a good father. The Phantom from the comic strip in the comics, in his storyline, the son is raised to become the new Phantom when his father dies. But gives the impression that the Phantom's immortal. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ooh, Master Splinter in the TMNT world. He's a pretty good dad.
I don't even know. That
Splinter is the rat who teaches the turtles how to be ninjas and takes care of them, raises them. That's a good one. Sleepy Reader, what's up? You're going to get a lot of pushback on this one. I don't know. That's a hot take.
I know Jean is probably a good mom.
What's up, Luke from Hydra Collectibles?
Ooh, how about this one's for Kate. Hopper from Stranger Things.
Hopper from Stranger Things. I guess there's Stranger Things comics now, so you could throw Hopper. But he definitely has some successes and failures.
Oh yeah.
So Tony and Howard Stark, says Kate. Tony's definitely hit or miss, that's for sure. I don't know about that one. Yeah, tricky. Splinter and Shredder are two sides of the same coin. Both raised children to fight their war. Not a good dad. Well, it's possible. Yeah. But much like Bruce Wayne raised his young wards to become warriors, is that good dad? Is he just teaching them to protect themselves in a war that they're going to have to be in somehow or another? Speaking of parents and their children, this issue of Nightwing introduced a new idea that I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it's possible. Spoiler a little here, if you want to plug your ears on Nightwing. Does Nightwing have a sister? What? So in that way, like questionable dad and mom stuff going on here in the past of the Dick Grayson household. Another good issue of Nightwing, but shocking twists for sure. Saying some happy Father's Day. Marco's a pretty good dad. Okay.
Who's the guy who played the blonde Batman?
Val Kilmer.
And wasn't there like that part where they get Dick Grayson in that one of those?
Yes, in that movie, Dick Grayson comes to live with them.
Does he have like a billion brothers and sisters in that?
No, he doesn't have any brothers or sisters. I mean, he works at a circus, and there are the Flying Graysons.
Yeah, but there's like a bunch
and he
of
does
them.
have at least one or two brothers in that, I want to say.
God, yeah.
But I don't know that he had any siblings in the comics. I thought they all fell to that his parents were, it was just he and his parents, and that they fell to their death. Professor X is a good father generally. Yeah, I think questionable moves Professor X as a dad. Yeah.
For me, it's just really confusing because like sometimes he's in a chair, sometimes he's walking.
Right.
Which one is it?
Right. Odin was a good dad. Odin is all over the map. I feel like he's the bad guy sometimes. He's the good guy sometimes. He is definitely all over the map for sure.
Well, he's also good and not good because he helps Beta Ray build and he gives him the awesome hammer. But
this is true. But then he can't replace it. Yeah. Marco from Saga. Ooh, interesting. There you go. I didn't think about Saga. Yeah. There you go. So some indie comic book dads out there. Interesting. I like this discussion. Superman's dad. We mentioned Pa Kent for sure. Jonathan Kent came up. Or Superman himself, who is now a dad to young Jonathan Superboy. Right?
Well, Jonathan.
Little Jonathan Kent?
Yeah, because in one of the...
he's a dad now?
In one of the Super Sons, you see him as a grandparent.
Oh, okay. But like you'd have to like see him as a dad for a while, not just like in a little scene or whatever, to know if he was a great comic book dad, I'm saying. That's all.
Well, in my opinion, it's a very funny scene because
it is a funny scene.
They're like really old people. It's Damien and him, and they're both playing video games against each other.
Nice.
And yelling. They're like 85 years old.
Well, of course, as it should be. Ooh, Miles Morales' dad.
He literally, when Miles like comes out, he tells him, "I'm Spider-Man," he runs away and tells him, "You killed your mother," and doesn't come back for like 5 weeks.
Charlie's not having it, Rod. She's not having it. What about in the movie? He was pretty good in the movie, right?
Yeah, he's a good dad in the movie.
But it's hard to know where the movie versus comic book dad goes, right? Yeah. Interesting. Comic book dads. Is Alfred Pennyworth a good father figure? We mentioned him earlier, Sleepy Reader, and I think we agree. He is a good father figure.
Bye, Kate.
Bye, Kate. Have fun, and we will see you back here a little later. Yeah, I think Alfred could easily be considered a good father figure. Absolutely. How's that bagel? You just like the cream cheese? You just want to treat it like a lollipop? Ooh, KK says she likes his uncle better. Ooh. Creepy uncle in the movie.
I like
Good
the
morning to
music for the uncle.
to Superior Hero Reviews. What is up? Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, there's some interesting family dynamics going on in comics, and I definitely wanted to mention Nightwing. Great read, really, really good comic, and now some real family drama stuff going on there. Definitely curious to see what this all means. Don Dizzle is here. What is up? Good morning to you. Thanos, a good dad. Thanos is a good dad, right? Old Wolf, happy Father's Day. We're talking about good dads, and there's a good dad right there.
He's a dad.
What's up, Tony? Yes, he's a dad. Commissioner Gordon, good dad. I think a good dad. That's a good one, right? Daredevil's dad battling Jack Murdoch, the boxer.
No.
He definitely made some questionable choices, getting in with some pretty bad guys. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Yeah, Commissioner Gordon's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. I don't know if I can think of any better ones.
Joker.
You said Joker's a good dad?
No, is he a good dad? What do you guys think? I mean, he is a dad.
I'd argue Joker's not a good anything. Joker's a bad everything.
The only thing that's really good about Joker is all the really good actors that actually played him.
Ooh, there you go. It's an acting dream. I got another book here for you, folks. I don't know if anybody's read the final issue of Donny Cates's Venom, issue 200 or issue 35, depending on how you're counting. Was a beast. It's like a magazine. Look how big it is. It's a huge book.
It's a joy wave.
A giant comic book.
It's just a joy wave, Dad.
Yes, Dick Grayson has a sister, or at least that is what this character says. We don't know. I still am holding out that maybe this is a deception play, that it is not actually his sister, but it could be very interesting.
Who do they think is his sister?
Is this Dick Grayson's sister? So the woman is up to now claiming to be Zuko's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she's become the mayor of Bloodhaven.
Mm-hmm.
And she meets up with Nightwing and confesses that she is his sister. But we don't know if it's true or not. There's no proof yet.
But why are people thinking it's Barbara?
It would be interesting if it turned out to be no. Barbara is not claiming that, and certainly not after the issues they've been showing lately. What is up? Bearded Comic Bro is in the chat. Happy Father's Day to you, sir.
I don't really like.
It was a very good read.
I don't really like Dick Grayson sometimes when he's Nightwing, because literally the whole point of him was that he's supposed to have something with Barbara, but now because they made the stupid Teen Titans, he's with Starfire.
Well, not in this issue. In this current story of Nightwing, he's with Barbara. Yes. So PJ, I agree. I'm interested to see what Ram V and Al Ewing are going to do on Venom. The reason I put up all these Hulk books is because I knew I was going to be talking about Venom, and everything Venom and Hulk seems to be sort of crossing over right now. Very exciting. So I really enjoyed this final issue of Venom. There was a ton of things going on in here that I think are very exciting. Some emotional things, some great sort of twists. I love the return of Flash Thompson, Venom. I love it. Love the return of him.
Flash Thompson?
Flash Thompson, yes.
Isn't he the bully?
He is the bully from Spider-Man's life, but then later becomes other things, right? And then, of course, the evolution of what is going to be little Dylan Brock. I think that was really interesting. So I thought this was a great issue. It explained a bunch, gave us stellar artwork. And yeah, I was really happy with this. What are you wanting to click on? Because you kind of wasted time and now I can't see what I'm looking at. Why already clicked on Greg?
No, you didn't.
I did. See? He even says, thanks, friend. Happy Father's Day. What is up, Nerd Herd Comic Club? How's it going? My shop didn't get Nightwing. If someone got an extra one, let me know, please. Okay, so hit CFAP up if you have an extra copy for sure. Let's see. Speaking of Hulk, Banner had a terrible father. Yes, I agree. That is a fact. Yeah, it's hard to know if dual writers will be able to really make a great Venom comic, but I'm definitely going to give them a shot. A couple issues probably. And if they're, it's set. I mean, it says here coming in July. It looks like Scream or Shriek. No, is it? I think it's Shriek. Shriek and Agent Venom. So I'm excited for that. Absolutely. So I could definitely be on board with that if they do a good job with it. Good morning, Todd Christian. And whoop, Simon R. just crushed us here. And good morning to Promiscuous Time Travel. And boom, with the super chat from Simon R. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day as well. And let's throw some little clips up here for you. We haven't done this one in a while. Or this one. So this Venom that I have is not cover A. This is the cover 6, whatever that is, A, B, C, D, E, F. The variant is by, I can't remember who the variant artist is. I just really liked the art. I looked at all the other ones. I didn't like the Gleason one much, so I snagged this one. Jordan likes that one. Good morning or good afternoon. Happy lunchtime, Jordan. Hello. I believe Stegman did the cover A, but I'm not 100% certain. I just sort of skimmed through and picked out the cover that I liked the most. I wasn't cover hunting on that Venom 200 because I knew there's just too many choices to pick from. Oh, so sorry. Yeah, CFAP is looking for cover A. Gotcha. Sorry. My brain. Pancake balls? I don't even know what that is.
They take pancakes and they make them into balls.
Superpower review. Good morning. Hello. I hope you're doing well, Kevin. We're just talking about dads in comic books, and I was mentioning Venom with Eddie Brock becoming Dylan's dad and what he wouldn't do for Dylan. And so just talking a little bit of Venom. And I'm very excited to see what Donny Cates does with the Immortal Hulk. I don't know how that's going to play out, what that's going to look like, but I'll definitely be giving that a few issues for sure. How's that bagel?
It's bagel. It's bagel.
It's a bagel. All right. Good to know. Do you have any books you want to share, or do you want to eat some more? You seem like you're just munching. She's munching away, enjoying the breakfast. Did we get a chance to watch the Basil Rathbone yet? Sorry that my Blu-ray player is not working. It's conked out on me. So I need to buy a new Blu-ray player. I was planning on doing it the first week of summer vacation. So now I have an excellent reason to do it. Jeffrey is here. What? It's like we talk about the Hulk and the man himself shows up. What is going on, Jeffrey?
Pancake balls.
And yeah, pancake balls. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Jeffrey, we were talking about Donnie Cates taking over the Immortal Hulk. And that is awesome to see you, Comic-Con. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice weekend. So, Simon, we will be getting the Blu-ray player this week. And I'm fairly certain that part of this first week of summer vacay is going to include some Sherlock Holmes. Mm-hmm. Boom. So you can expect some chat about it next weekend. That is for certain. And I'll have a nice new Blu-ray player to watch some things now. Because my old one, I don't know what's going on with it. It's just not happy. It'll play regular DVDs, but when a Blu-ray gets put in, it just freaks out. So yeah, we were talking about some different dads. Nightwing and his possible new sister. What's up, Fired Guy Ryan is here. Venom and Dylan Brock.
Got the whole gang.
We got some awesome people in our chat today. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. Uh-oh. Did we drop a book? Dropped a book. Area 51, good morning. Ooh, Jeffrey saying he's ready for some Coast to Coast today.
What's Coast to Coast mean?
That's Rod's evening show on Saturdays.
Daddy.
Okay, I got a picture of what a pancake ball looks like. Are you ready for this? I don't know if he sent it on Instagram or if he sent it to my phone. We'll find out. Instagram. All right, so we can.
Ooh, yummy!
And I can share screen. You ready for this? See, he did it on Instagram because he knew that I would screen share it. Wah, 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 wah. Let's see, Chrome tab, Instagram. Here we go.
That's
a pancake ball, apparently. Yum. What is up? 20 people watching. Make the lights back. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. So there you go. That's a pancake ball. I don't even know. It looks like a donut. I don't even know. Uh-oh. Fire Guy Ryan says he sent a message on Instagram. Let's hope it's a friendly, safe one. He says, you don't happen to have Wildebeest's address. Oh, uh-oh. Sneaky. And you want to keep it a secret. Well, that's not very secretive to tell me to look at it on Instagram. Oh, I'm on the show here. So I'll try not to do that. Hope they don't watch my channel anyways. There's no way Will watches is going to watch this.
Okay.
Sean might, but he still won't know. What's up, Z Collects?
Daddy, can you get this out?
You want me to get your hair tie out?
No, you have to push it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. You got this in a little bit of a loop here. There we go. Girl hair. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Best secret keeper abilities that I've never had. There you go. Charlie's wild hair is back.
Yeah,
they look like donut holes, right? Which is hilarious because, the donut hole is a donut. Interesting, right? Those are what if issues right here and here. Yeah, what if the Hulk killed Wolverine and what if the Wolverine killed the Hulk? Most of my what if issues are Hulk or Wolverine related. What are you going to do? But then Jeffrey gave me this issue of the Hulk and he gave me this issue of the Hulk right there. And then, of course, most of the top is the Immortal Hulk related stuff, except for this one I got from Comic Books NYC. Kevin, good morning. Entropy in Comics. What is up? Another great dad in this community. So happy Father's Day to you, Kevin. We're talking about great dads and comic books. Z collects as well. Happy Father's Day weekend to you. And we were sharing some important stories that came out this week involving fathers and families. Legion of Comics, Mark, there's another great father in this community. Happy Father's Day to you, sir. So Venom had to do with fathers a bunch. Tomorrow is Father's Day, Jeff. And then Nightwing has potentially to do with some family connections between Dick Grayson and his possible sister. Dun, dun, dun. Very exciting fathers-related books there. And I think that was it as far as dad-related comics this week that I read. Did you want to share a book now? What are you thinking? Weird lip face.
Do that again. Well, like, no, when I have my lips on. Popped them.
Yep.
Can you do that?
Oh. That's right. There you go. Drink it. Legion says the Ultra Mega issue from this week was a huge father-son comic. Ooh, okay. I missed out on the first issue, so I'm going to have to catch that one up on trade, I think. Nightwing is going to be part of the Fear State event in September. Interesting. These are my talents, Kevin. These are the things that I'm really amazing at.
Isn't it cool?
That's Charlie's favorite sound effect that I can do. Pancake balls remind me of Solvang's apfelskiver, a Danish pancake. Ooh, nice.
Oh, I've had one.
I love breakfast foods, right?
I've had that before.
You have?
Yeah. When I went to a girl in my class's house, I stayed over for dinner and they made that, and it was so good.
Hello, Salvador. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, I feel like breakfast food is just the best, but it's usually like carbs and sugar and eggs and all the things that I love anyways. So like, why not? Like breakfast has the best foods are always breakfasts, I feel like. But that's me. I mean, I like a good steak or whatever, but breakfast food all day is kind of my jam. Ooh, jam. Yum. Kevin says breakfast is his favorite too. There you go. So do you want to share one of your books here? I keep feeling like you're going to share a book, but then you're like, no, I'm not interested.
But first, I have to tell everyone something.
Leftover pizza for breakfast. There you go.
Okay.
Cinnamon roll pancakes. What? Lady, fantastic. Where are you at? Oh, sorry. Eggs. I eat eggs all the time. I love eggs. Eggs are the best. Best. Kate says he's got to go. Thank you for hanging out. Hey, good job supporting your sister on her book trip, man. Breakfast is where we're going for Father's Day, says Kevin. There you go.
Did you know that it is really impossible for most people to blow a kiss without making a sound? Only like 2% or 1% of the population can. You can type in the chat if you could do it.
I don't understand that. I did it. Didn't I do it?
No, like actually, like
I don't know. Big Herm. What is up? Herminio Reyes Jr.
Herminio Reyes Jr. So fun to say.
Charlie, did you ever read Trixie Belden? Does that sound familiar to you? I don't think it doesn't sound familiar to me. I'm a 2%er. Yeah, for sure. It's the only time. Sandman. Yeah, Salvador. I'm going to be buying some. Sandman is the next book I think I'm going to be catching up on because I've only read the first volume. I've never read past that. So I really need to work on that for sure.
Everyone who just did that, you just blew me a kiss.
Aww. Look at all the love being shared. So you were tricking us into blowing kisses? Oh, that was a big trickery. As usual, Charlie with trickery.
I already did it.
Shame on you, Charlie. Shame on you.
Sorry.
What a fiend. What a trickery fiend. Fire Ray Ryan says clever. I don't know about clever. Devious.
Sneaky.
Are you going to share a book or am I going to share a book?
I don't know. You going to share a book?
So I am almost fully caught up on Black Hammer now. This morning I finished The Age of Doom Part 1 and Part 2, which in a big way kind of ends the Black Hammer storyline. And all the other trade paperbacks that came afterwards were sort of like side characters and side storylines that aren't part of the main event. So I had kind of been saving these for last. Entertain us with a handstand. Gun Z Collect says. If I hadn't hurt my thumb recently, I actually probably could do it. Black Hammer is amazing. And this storyline, part 1 and 2 of Age of Doom, was bonkers. Just really great. Ooh. I've really been enjoying Black Hammer. I've now got 3 trade paperbacks left to read, and they all took place last year. So it's the Barbalian one, the Colonel Weird one, and the is it Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy is the third one. Those all came out last year, and I've got to read those, but they're all standalone, separate storylines. This was the finale, basically, for Black Hammer.
Can I read
it
Black
was
Hammer?
Fantastic. Not really for kids, so you got to wait a little bit on that one. But I've been just loving Black Hammer, and you can bet I will have a Black Hammer video for you in the future, breaking it down, not spoiling it, but explaining why people should check it out, who would enjoy it, what the reading order is, explaining some of the characters in this universe, so that you can get an understanding of why this is worth your time. Because I think it is absolutely worth it, despite the fact that the trades are pretty expensive. Dark Horse trade paperbacks are not cheap. They're pretty much all $20 a pop, even if they've only got 5 issues. So it's a little bit of a frustration on pricing, but man, you get your money's worth. So worth checking out. Dank Comics, what's up?
This one is not a trick.
Uh-huh.
But can you do this? Like, can you push this all the way up to your nose?
Touch your upper lip to your nose. Yeah.
We can do it. But my mom can't do it. I don't know very many people.
Charlie's having us exercise, right? Are there places you can get them for a discount or stick to your LCS? Oh, hey, what's up? Biggie Shaq is here. New World Order Comics. Yeah, obviously, what is it? What's the trade? Now somebody's going to say it before I can. Half price trades. Is that what it is? Half price trades. Oh man, where's my phone? Ugh, I'm sorry about that.
Hi,
Flash by Night. What is up?
Hi.
What is the? Oh man,
I can't do that, Oval.
I've already forgotten the name of it. Is it half price trades? Discount trades? Something like that.
Unless I push my nose down, then I can do it.
In stock trades. Oh my gosh, that took so long. In stock trades. And Sleepy Reader, you are the champion. You are the winner. Yeah, so if you go to instocktrades.com, they sell trade paperbacks for a steal. You can get trade paperbacks for a bargain. And a lot of people, like my buddy JP, will buy from them in a little block and get like 7 or 8 trade paperbacks, and that'll last them for a while. I generally prefer to buy from my LCS, and they often have 50% off books. So I'm able to get certain books for half price. But yeah, that's In Stock Trades is another really great resource for that. And sometimes you can even find super cheap prices on eBay for like people just selling their old used trades, and they've only been read once or twice, and you're getting it for a steal. And I've bought trade paperbacks that way as well. But I've pretty much bought all of my Black Hammer books I've bought from my LCS. So they give me a discount because I have a pull box there anyways. So I get like 30% off. So yeah. Oh, Ariel contributing to the Bagel Fund. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah. See, $2 trade paperbacks on eBay is a great way to go. Let's for Ariel, we're gonna play a couple of branding pieces here for you. We got Kate hula dancing. We haven't done that one in a while.
Beginning, but then it's nice in the beginning where she's like actually doing it, and then she goes.
She just gets into it, right? And we haven't done. You were doing this one this morning, ready?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. It slays me. Oh man! But thank you, Ariel. Much appreciated. Biggie Shack liking the 340. Yeah, that's obviously an all-time great McFarlane cover. Absolutely agree with that. Let's see here. C Woodard 19. What is going on, Carson, my man? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Sleepy Reader says 30% off. That's excellent for a brick and mortar. Yeah, I mean, I and then if you buy stuff the first day it's released, trade like I bought the new volume from Jason Aaron's complete collection of Thor. I think he gives a little bit more of a discount on that first day that it comes out for sure. Carlito Classico, how's it going? You'll be happy to know Charlie has been watching Christopher Nolan movies lately. Bunch of those. So now Charlie's catching up for sure on a ton of things, but she's disappeared because she's laying down. She's seen all the Batman films that Nolan did. She's seen Inception, The Prestige. What else? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I know you've seen those 5. She's working her way into the Nolanverse.
Nolan isn't in Inception.
He made it. He directed. He created. He's the writer, producer, director of these movies.
I thought there was one other movie I saw him in.
We'll have to see if we can remember the other ones.
And then I like the guy.
She has not seen Memento yet, which is my personal favorite, Salvador. But that one's pretty scary. It's got some violence in it. That one's pretty violent.
Oh. If he directed Inception, is he the one who made it
Biggie Shack thinks you've grown about a half a foot in the last week.
Maybe.
She's looking pretty tall, that's for sure. She's definitely starting to grow. The Prestige, I think, is one of the underrated Nolan films. I'm a big fan. Yes, Tenet might be a really good one too, Carlito. I think she might enjoy that one.
Tenet spelled backwards is Tenet.
That's kind of why they chose it for the movie. The movie is a theatrical palindrome.
What does that mean?
A palindrome is a word that goes forwards and backwards the same.
Oh, so you could watch the play forward and backwards and it'd be the same.
I think Tenet is something of a loop. It sort of just keeps going around. I know Interstellar is very popular with a lot of people. I didn't love Interstellar, so I don't own it, but I do need to watch it again. And it's not really streaming anywhere, so I'm kind of waiting for it to stream for sure. Dank says he works with his brother. Yes, I agree. And they are often one of them writes, and then Christopher is usually the director or producer. But I know that everybody's got all their fingers in different pies. Interstellar is a great Father's Day movie. Yeah, it is. It is a good Father's Day movie. Too bad palindrome is not a palindrome. So the longest palindrome I memorized is I am a lasagna hog, go hang a salami. That's a palindrome. I am a lasagna hog is the first half. Go hang a salami.
I'm going to go write it down.
It's forwards and backwards if you can say it.
I know the shortest
And I want to say it was the title of a book full of palindromes. I am a lasagna hog. Go hang a salami. What are you going to do? Field of Dreams is an iconic Father's Day movie, possibly the greatest Father's Day movie of all time, PJ. I fully agree with you there.
How do you spell
If you have other great Father's Day movies, throw it in.
How do you spell lasagna?
Insomnia is another great one. I own Insomnia. Great movie. Sorry.
How do you spell?
I am a... So you can't start in the middle of the paper. It's going to be long, right? You want to start at the side. I'm a lasagna hog. Go hang a salami. Salami. I'm a lasagna hog. Go hang a salami. There you go.
What?
Road to Perdition is I guess that's a really dark Father's Day movie. Yes, Biggie Shack, the third Indiana Jones, is a solid Father's Day movie.
Can we watch a
Big Fish. Good underrated pick. Dank Comics. Nice play. Yes, that's my personal Nolan favorite right there. And this, along with Prestige, are probably the two most underrated of his movies, for sure. Permission time. I have a word quiz. What is the only word in English that uses every single vowel in consecutive order? I don't know.
I know a sentence.
That's a tricky one.
I know a sentence that uses every single letter in the alphabet. The lazy dog. The lazy dog jumps over the fox or something. It's like the lazy. Oh,
quickly.
The fox.
There's got to have a Q in there. Sir.
The quick fox jumps over the lazy dog.
There you go. Flashbird Eye says, just learned something new today. We'll try to sneak a palindrome into my job interview next week. There you go. Mighty Comics and Collectibles is a good homie. Good to see you in the chat. Big Fish. There you go. Return to Oz. Mrs. Doubtfire. Nice one. Lone Wolf and Cub. There you go. There you go.
Because if you look,
Prestige is underrated. I agree. War of the Worlds. There you go. Creed. Ooh, interesting. I don't know, man. All the dads die. I don't know about that one, Flash. That's dark. There it is. No, she says this is KK.
Yeah,
She's in Charlie's class.
Yeah, it's brown. I was like, wait, there's no
quick
beat.
Brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Yeah, it's in our writing journals.
Boom. Every letter of the alphabet. Station to You, Nick. What is up? And Logan. Logan is a great movie. And it's a Father's movie. It's Father's Day movie.
Dad won't let me watch.
Okay, the word is facetiously. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y on the end there. All the vowels are in the correct order. Nice.
Oh.
Facetiously. Good word. Word of the day now. I know, but I was in All My Dad Feels the entire day. That's true. Did the sentence just happen to include every letter, or was someone trying to do that? Probably somebody trying to do that. What is up? Another great John. If you're not following the John crew over there, the Spidey TikToks from this crew is bonkers. They are the Spidey family. So, John, thanks for coming by, man. Ali Wong back in the day thought she was weird to women's children's. I was a weirdo that took women to children's films. Didn't know it was a Wes Anderson movie. There you go. I like Wes Anderson a lot. Wes Anderson's great. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a very good movie.
Brown.
We got a little derailed here with some.
Yeah, because Dad, look. A, B, C, D.
Three Men and a Baby. Good Father's Day movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can we watch
Slow clapping Biggie Shack today.
I love that movie.
Biggie Shack is nailing it.
3 Men and a Baby.
I need to talk about one more comic, and then did you want to still talk about Loki? A little bit? Okay. So the last comic book I want to mention is Planet Size X-Men, which for me lived up to the hype. I'm sorry if people haven't read it and plan on reading it, because I'm going to spoil it a little bit here. They colonized Mars. The mutants went to Mars and made it so that people could live on it, and they made it a mutant planet now, where mutants can go and live on Mars. That's what it was literally planet size. The story was literally planet size, and this book was worth the extra $1. So all the Omega level mutants, Iceman, Magneto, Storm, they go to Mars and they basically redesign and retrofit it. It was bonkers. I was like, what in the world?
Can I read it?
Storm comes in and basically recreates an entire weather system for the planet. I was like, yikes, this is bonkers crazy. Pepe Larraz is doing the artwork here. It's amazing. So good. And then, of course, they had to create the animals that are going to keep the soil fertilized. I was like, what in the world? This was crazy.
Can I read it?
Yeah, you can read it when we're done with the show. Then they teleported the island of Araco onto Mars so that there was an entire ecosystem ready to go. This was bonkers. I just was constantly blown away by the imagery. You know, they're creating an entire mutant planet.
I love their outfits.
And I was like, what? So this is not an ongoing series. This is a single issue. It was technically like the end of Hickman's run, but this is written by Jerry Dugan. It was phenomenal and visually stunning. I mean, it's Pepe Larraz. Like it's going to be beautiful. But it was like, what a wild ride. And then in the end, of course, they gave us this like map of New Mars, which they're calling Araco. They had to create the fertile soil, and Iceman had to create ice caps on the planet so that they had water. It was wild. It is a giant mutant planet. So I thought this was fascinating. They go and they talk about certain mutants that have the ability to do that have never tried to use their powers on this level anymore. They've never done this before. Bobby, what is up? So they're allowed to basically let their powers go hog wild because there's nobody on this planet that they could even harm. And
like Jubilee.
And so in particular, though, we're talking about mutants like, and let's see, they list them all. Magneto, Iceman, Elixir definitely had some cool things. Hope Summers, let's see here. Quentin, yes, Q had to do a whole bunch. Monarch, who is Betsy Braddock's brother.
Captain America, Storm,
Jean Grey, Exodus. They all had a little part to play in making this work.
Power?
What's up? Bye, KK.
Yeah, hopefully I get to see you soon.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have play dates so soon. So anyways, I really, really love this issue.
What is Hope Summers' powers?
I can't remember what Hope can do. You'll have to
look her up in the
look her up in the book that we got. So this was a great issue, and I definitely am a big fan.
I like.
All right, we'll get into Loki because it sounds like everybody wanted to talk Loki. So let's throw the Loki spoilers banner up. And if you aren't watching Loki or you don't want to be spoiled on Loki, I totally understand. If you see the little banner is up, we're still talking about it. When we're done, we'll take it down. But we watched episode 2, and Disney has announced that going forward, all of their shows are going to launch on Wednesdays now, not on Fridays anymore. Interesting news. But Charlie did not like episode 1. And did not sound like she enjoyed episode 2 all that much. What did you think of episode 2? Let's hold on to this.
I mean, I was a little happy because I was right. If you remember in the last Saturday Morning Comics, when we were talking about Loki, I said that my guess...
You got to put your knees down because you're blocking the microphone.
My guess was that they were hinting in the credits where it says he's gender fluid that it's going to be a girl Loki that shows up. And we were right, which I was very happy. I wasn't very happy about the actor who played her.
Why?
Because Loki doesn't have blonde hair.
So they do have a blonde-haired female Loki, right? Some people think it's the Enchantress, but Charlie still says no, it's female Loki.
The Enchantress doesn't really wear horns.
Yeah, it's definitely wearing one of Loki's kind of headdresses, right?
Yeah, and also, yeah, it's blonde like Enchantress, but it says that all the villains that they've fought have been Lokis. So the fact that it's just randomly now the Enchantress doesn't really make sense. And they've already confirmed that the variant is a Loki. Which,
the TVA, right?
Yes.
Would definitely know who they're tracking because their system is pretty advanced. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would be confused as to who the variant was, right?
Yes. So I don't...
Yeah.
And at the end where, like, Loki follows her.
Right.
And then Owen Wilson... I kind of liked that part mostly because I hated Owen Wilson's character. In the beginning,
it's funny because he's my favorite part, and you don't like him in this.
The beginning, he was like so nice, but then he kind of just in the second season, in the second episode, you kind of see that he only did it to find out what he needed and to kind of get what he wanted, which is not like really, dude. You could have been nice about it.
So Carlito says that he thinks it's definitely the Enchantress, which is interesting. So. Maybe they're mixing female Loki with the Enchantress character and coming up with something.
Yeah, I think maybe it could be the Enchantress and Loki because we thought it was Hulk and Loki. There was Hulk and Loki mixed together. So, could be.
So
I just don't like that it's blonde because Loki isn't blonde.
Right. TVA is definitely not perfect. That is true, Carlito.
And I like the second when you see all the charges like light up, the first thought is she's gonna like erase them all, reset everyone there. That's what she's gonna do. But then you see the girl, the captain, saying, I told her where the timekeepers are hiding. And then you realize she's sending them to the timekeepers to reset the timekeepers.
Right.
And to create a multiversal war. Which might maybe set up the Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. No, joking.
Yeah.
It could be that's why that happened. I don't know. That's what I'm just saying.
It's funny though, because my favorite part of this series up to now has been Owen Wilson.
I mean, he's like a cool character.
I just really think he's perfect. Yeah.
He plays it perfectly.
I think we don't fully understand his motivations. We don't fully understand his character, and he is keeping a lot of secrets. So to have him switch from being nice when he tried good copping Loki and manipulating him with kindness. Now he's trying to like be a little harder on him. I kind of like the back and forth they've got going. Let's see. John says Lady Loki could look too much like Hela without the liberties that were taken. Okay, I get what you're saying. So they wanted to make sure that Lady Loki looked different than Hela, and blonde hair might have been a way to do that. That's interesting. And technically, yeah, Carlito, you're right. Loki should have blue hair naturally as a frost giant, right? So it's all fake at this point, right? It's all a lie. Let's see here. Oh, Biggie Shack with the super kind words. He says, greatest father's comic YouTube channel is John's Comics with Kids. Thanks, brother. That was very kind of you to say. The first lady Loki was a Sith. Anyways, and I made this point. If you guys missed my Thor and Loki comic community news, I went through and pointed out that there is the first female Loki that people are talking about is actually him taking over the body of Lady Sif. So it's not him looking like a woman; it's him taking over a woman's body, specifically Lady Sif. So that's a great,
which is what he does
comment.
In the episode. He like takes over people.
He takes over people's bodies as they go along, right? Definitely.
I liked the part in the beginning though when he was like explaining the difference between his powers, like this illusion is different than
duplication.
Yes.
Right.
And he's like explaining everything. And then like shut up, dude.
So did you like episode 2 any better than episode 1?
I liked it a little better.
Okay.
There were good scenes and bad scenes.
Yeah. Ooh, Zoolander is a great movie, Gore Vidal. I agree. But in general, I've always liked Owen and Luke Wilson, both of them. But specifically Owen Wilson, I think he has a great manner. And he is able to come off as very authentic and real, even when he's being duplicitous and whatever. I really do enjoy the way it comes off on screen. And there's rarely been a movie with him where I wasn't pleased with what I got.
But
I don't think he's a terrible actor. I think he plays on who he is naturally, and so as a result, he's not one of those guys that like transforms. He's not Daniel Day-Lewis or whatever, where he becomes somebody different. But he's incredibly natural, and I think that's what I really like. He just feels authentic. He picks roles that are good for him and that he can authentically be in. And I think that's just like Keanu. I put Keanu Reeves in that same status, where Keanu is really good at picking parts that he naturally inhabits, right? That feel like him. So you look at him as John Wick, or you look at him in The Matrix, or you look at him in Point Break, and it's just like it seems naturally Keanu Reeves. Speed. Good one. So I think in both cases, they are actors who know their limitations, or at least know their comfort zone and are able to work within that. So
I kind of also feel like they're kind of cramming too much stuff into the 2 episodes that we've gotten. Like they're really like cramming all they can into one episode.
Right.
Because we're only on like the 2nd episode. We've already kind of figured out who the variant is, like
right.
What they look like, which I feel like that kind of should have waited until the later episodes instead of just the 2nd episode. Boom, you figure out who it is.
Yeah, and I think it's tricky because they only get a certain number of hours to shoot and make their movies, their shows. So it's tricky for sure. Yeah. And yeah, look, I had some great comments here. Promiscuous Time Traveler saying Keanu and Owen Wilson, 2 people that are still liked because the one dimension of who they are is what you need. Sure. I love Midnight in Paris. I'm not a huge Woody Allen fan, but that movie is probably my favorite of his movies. Although, obviously Annie Hall is pretty amazing too. Some actors are just themselves, and that's what sells the movie. I totally agree. Like The Rock is another great example of that. He comes off as totally confident and comfortable in whatever he's doing, but he's not transforming himself to be something else. Ooh, and this is what I was really getting at, Gore Vidal, the great comment about John Wayne, because I think those actors nowadays get a lot of criticism because it's not the common style, versus in the John Wayne studio era, that's what they wanted. They wanted actors who had a niche and could repeat that niche over and over again. So, the James Stewart, Cary Grant, the Clark Gables of that era, they could repeat themselves for sure. He says, good point, Charlie. This is why I think that the reveal on Loki was misleading and maybe an Easter egg, and it wasn't the truth. Ooh, maybe it was too soon to reveal that.
Yeah, and maybe, because if you look, I don't think that it's actually really a girl, because when you see it on the cameras, you see its fingers, and the fingers don't look like a girl's finger. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird, but girls don't, and it's like different from when she like has her magic out and you see like her green hands. They don't look like the person who's on the cameras.
Right.
So maybe they're like changed to look like her, and something they actually look like, because that's not what the fingers and things look like. So I don't think. Not
that she's not controlling other people and could be using their hands to do stuff.
No, but like if she did, why would you do that? Because there's no one watching in that box.
Right.
There's no point in using someone else.
And
it's like in WandaVision, like at the end of the first episode when you see that girl on the computer.
Right.
And then when you see that scene actually happening with that person doing it,
yeah,
it actually looks the same because you can tell it was actually
her hands, right?
Yeah. but you can't tell it was her hands. Like
Legion of Comics mentioning The Rock in Southland Tales, and then look, other little love for Southland Tales as well. There you go. This little lady is very observant and aware of the show. Good points. Charlie likes she likes breaking these kinds of things down, you know.
And being right.
So then, so far we've watched WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki. Do you have a favorite right now of those three?
I don't know, because it depends what you're comparing them each
Just
with.
your enjoyment. Which one gave you the most enjoyment?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
It was just a comedy. It was funny. It was showing, like, it had funny and comedy. It had understanding, like, what's wrong. It had Black Lives Matter. It had...
it raised a lot of social issues, like you're saying,
Yeah, and there's also a lot of funny pictures that came out of it.
A lot of memes, you mean?
Yeah, and Kate actually and I found a really funny picture of it. Kate has it saved on her computer somewhere. But it's like while they were shooting one of the snowy scenes when there's like snow and everything, and they're all in jackets and they all have like weird faces.
Okay.
Like the new Captain America's like Bucky says like, and they're all just doing the same thing. That's funny.
I will say I loved
was amazing.
Sebastian Stan as Bucky in that show. He was so good.
Sebastian Stan's just funny.
I think it's still WandaVision for me.
Yeah, WandaVision was good, but like WandaVision is like.
But I just
sad.
loved the originality of it. I liked how different it was.
WandaVision's like the sad and
it is very sad, yeah.
And then when Falcon Winter Soldier is like BLM and like comedy and BLM.
This guy agrees with you, Biggie.
And then there's now there's Loki, which doesn't really like give off an emotion at all.
Well, because Loki hides his emotions. So the show is from his perspective in a lot of ways, and he is in an unusual place. I think we're just starting to get to, there's 6 episodes. We're only watched 2. So we're only a third of the way through. I think it's just now starting to get to what it's really all about. So a lot of people in the chat are picking Loki as their favorite. So they're really interested in it, where it's going.
I might choose Loki, but at the end, once it's all finished out. But,
sure, you just need to see more.
Now, no.
Okay.
And my hair is getting really big.
It's really wild. Look at you.
Yeah. I really hate his new outfit that he's been wearing.
Well, yeah, because he's just wearing a suit and that jacket.
Brown, orange, and white.
You like his green costume.
Green is his thing.
It's my signature color.
Green and gold is Loki. And like I like the intro where it's like it's no longer like red and white. It's now like green and gold. And if it was actually like it should be those should be the colors that he's wearing.
Right.
But they're kind of like basing it on his colors. But right now, the intro, if it was actually like basing it on him, it should be orange, brown, and white. Because that's all he's really been wearing this entire time.
Gotcha.
And it's an ugly color. It's just blank and boring. I don't like it.
All right, well, we are going to get out of here and get on with our Father's Day weekend. I'm going to turn the Loki branding off here. If I can find it. Where to go? There it is. We got our Father's Day weekend. I'm hanging out with my dad, my siblings tonight. Charlie's going to be playing in the pool today with some friends coming over. New show, Charlie's Comics with Dad. I'm saying they are kind of the stars of this channel. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, but maybe hopefully I get some time to spend time with Kate.
Yes, hopefully we'll have some friends for you playing and coming over and swimming in the pool. But that's us this week. The next big thing I've got on my channel is Tuesday night. Tuesday night is the giveaway night and the final episode for season 1 of our Omni X-Men talk. Justin from No Good Comics and I are going to be discussing issue 131, I believe, yes, of the Uncanny X-Men run, the final issue in our first omnibus.
On your birthday.
It'll be my birthday. We're going to be giving away our prizes, hanging out and talking, and probably when the show is done, I'll get back on and do a little birthday hangout show with some friends. So that's my Tuesday night shenanigans. But that's the next big thing on my channel. If you missed it, this week's news show was all on 9/8 modern versus low grade Silver Age. And Biggie Shack and I are big low grade Silver Age fans, but that doesn't make us right. It just makes it what's right for us as collectors. So check it out and read the chat, because there's lots of good stuff going on there as far as comments from you people in the chat, because there's some great responders there. So thank you for all hanging out with us. Hope everybody has a great weekend celebrating their dads in their life, or if you are a dad, being celebrated in your life. So definitely have a great weekend, and hope to see you all back here again on Tuesday. Say bye.